I'm going to demonstrate a little bit about using Excel to make graphs, and this will be a very simple video where I create an X and a Y axis. The first thing I'll show you is that if I go ahead and start a pattern of numbers, for example, that if I select that pattern, go to the lower right hand corner of the selection, you notice the cursor changes, and I can drag that down, and that continues the pattern that I started. I'm going to go ahead and make y be the square root of x, so I'll say equals, and then I'll hit my left arrow, and then I'll say caret 2 and hit return. And so now I have a formula where cell C3 comes from cell B3, and I can also take formulas and copy them down by going again to the lower right hand corner, see how the cursor changes, and double clicking, and that copies that formula down. One way to tell where the formula points to is to put your cursor in the formula bar here, and you can see that it highlights B12 in blue, but it also highlights the cell B12 in blue. So those are a couple of tricks. If you ever get to the point where you've messed up your formula by maybe hitting the arrow keys, you can always hit the red X, or if you're happy with the formula, hit the green check to keep it. Okay, so now to make a plot of X versus Y, I'm going to select both columns of numbers. I'm going to go to the Charts tab, and I'm going to add, I'm looking for, where are the different chart types? Here we go. I have to scroll down. I'm looking for scatter plots here, and I stay away from smoothed markers. I stay away from smooth line. These things add a guide to the eye, but they're generally not used in engineering. I'm going to go ahead and use straight marked scatter here, and when I clicked, it just added the graph, and here I have it. A couple of hints here: if you go in and click on that, you can then right click and go to select data, and this allows you to see where your X and your Y values come from. It's possible to go in here and edit these values if you want. It's also possible to switch the row and the column. I'll demonstrate that here. And so now what we've got is something where we're plotting the rows instead of the columns. Obviously not what we want. I'm going to go back to select data and click OK. So that's the first little demo of making a graph.